fun. Also, and most importantly, it's 20 minutes of Civ 6. So I thought I would take the time to first learn how to speak up, because in my last few videos I've been mumbling. But I will review the game. So Civ 6 is complicated to rate. First of all, I'll wait for the end of this. So yeah, so Civ 6 is a hard game to review. So I'm going to review it on 2 levels. First, I'm going to say, just as a basis of any video game, it's a great game. Okay, it's a great strategy game, it's a great video game, it's stellar. But I'm going to rate it on the merits of a civilization game, which is very different. Because, oh yeah, this motherfucker settling near me, what the fuck. Anyways, so in the basic civilization game, no, I've seen this said a million times, but no game has been more complete. It feels like basically everything from the last game is in here, including the DLCs. So you can win. You can win via cool. I think, yes, sorry about that. I think, yeah, so in the last game, Civ 5, it's very bare bones at the beginning. It was a good game, but there were a lot of problems. It was bare bones, and to be honest, like, you couldn't, like, religion didn't really exist. I don't remember it existing. And you couldn't, like, spread it properly. Politics, diplomacy was still kind of bare bones. Trading was bare bones, and culture did not exist at all, which was a huge problem. And the both expansions, really, I don't exactly remember exactly which expansion did what, but they made the game good. But this one, like, you get everything out of the package, which is great. I really don't like it recently when games leave things out, planning DLCs. I've played a lot of Hearts of Iron 4. I've played a lot of, let's just say, I played a lot of strategy games recently. Hearts of Iron 4, Stellaris, where it is very clear paradox that you're not actually intending to release a full game, which is very frustrating. And honestly, it's like it's taking your money and running. And I'm aware of that, and I still like these games, so I buy them. But that's not cool. But this game, it should get props for that. And it's a little bit silly that we're giving a company props for fucking doing what any other company would do, and what we demand of any other company. But video games has a special weird culture around it. So anyways, but now to the game itself. Yeah, I like the way it looks. I think, so like the water, I actually like the way that looks. And it does look a little bit like a mobile game. And I don't know if that was intentional or not. Alright, I gotta get a better navy so he can like me. Great. Don't need this. Build it here once I get a few more bucks. So let's see what else I can build. Gold, that'll be great. So what are they talking about? Yes, so the look, I still think it looks cool. Oh, there's a, interesting. We're gonna upgrade this guy and set it out there. Oh, I was saving up. Whatever. Anywho. Ooh, I'm getting my ass kicked, aren't I? Yeah, I think the Fog of War is much better like this. Ooh, apparently there's one over there too. Okay, I gotta be careful. Let's see, how is... I really don't like that, so I'm gonna announce you. And I know they just went to war with... Yeah. Oh, I can't announce them. Well, anyway, I can see if I can give Gilgamesh some stuff. I'll get him up in borders. You'll like that. And that way he can maneuver his troops. But yeah, I think this actually needs a little bit more work to make it more fantastical. I don't like how only part of it is the Fog of War. It should be just all empty, like it's, and like with dragons and shit. Oh, I guess there is, but it can use a little work. But overall, I think it looks fine. So I think the main changes to this game are the civic system over here, and the what am I saying? And the districts, the way the districts work. Now, districts are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. No doubt about it. Why are you over here? We'll never know. I guess those guys are gonna go attack. Alright, yeah, you need more housing. Ooh, see, this is good. I built all this stuff. And we're gonna keep spamming again, because it's actually very valuable. We're actually going to move this guy over here, try to get some more great general points. Yes, that's exactly what. Anyways, that's gonna be important. Sorry. Stuff for my job. But anyways, on the topic of the changes. So the civics is great. I could use some expansion. I think it will get expansion. Because the problem with it so far is it's just that it's like a little... Well, I always thought the technology should get an upgrade, but I guess if it doesn't, I won't be really upset. But yeah, it's really cool that like you can now, it's like 2 different kinds of research, and civics are really powerful. It's just important to rush civics as to rush science, because you can really you can get really good bonuses, and they're more adaptable. And that also allows you to like a little bit more flexibility in your win conditions. So you don't have to only sprint. You know, let's say you could go for a science victory or a score victory. You know, it's a little easier now because you can switch things up as needed. What the fuck is this guy doing? I thought I told him to. Am I crazy? Anyways, I must have misclicked. Oh, you better not settle here. Ooh, there's an actual. So yeah, and the way the districts and wonders now appear on the map is really cool. It makes you feel like you're actually building a society, which is, I think, an underrated part of it. Yeah, it's a strategy game, but like sometimes you can go too far, and it's like, yeah, it's like empire building. You want to imagine building an empire, and I think that's fun. Some people don't like it. I like it. My only problem with it is that you can't build over districts, and I know what they're trying to do. Okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yes. Oh, there is more land over here. Well, that's actually important. We're gonna move these back over here, but that guy's gonna keep exploring. Or but to be honest, quite honest, fam, this could be really good because I get a lot of generals. But I'm gonna get a scout, and then I'm gonna build that. So yes, clearly this is like a very complete game. But back to districts, because I keep forgetting. Yeah, you can't build over them. And sometimes I'll or wonders. You can't build over wonders, which makes a little bit more sense. But like sometimes I'll misclick, and then like next turn, I'll be like, oh shit, I want to build something else in this tile. And you can't take it back. Like that tile's used up forever until unless there's like a resource discovered there, or someone else builds the wonder, which is really lame in my opinion. Like, ooh, this is big. I will build it. Yeah, I think it's super lame to do that, and not just because like I suck at this game, because I do, like no doubt about it, but because it's just like an unnecessary reason for things to be hard. It doesn't, like, you still have to plan, right? And sometimes you later in the game you realize, oh, I don't need as much culture. I gotta switch it out, and you can't do that. And it doesn't make sense to me, because you're still planning, right? You're still making decisions. I don't understand why suddenly it has to be permanent. Nothing else in this game is permanent. I guess where you found a city is permanent. That's different. I also like. I still think I would like a version of this game where you don't have to sprint for a certain victory type. And they did fix this actually a lot. It's so much easier to go flexible. Like I can build a Watt and I get plus science. You know, maybe or let's see what else my skills are. I get these super cool Eagle Warriors, and I get this cool Tlachti, don't know what that is. And I get extra amenities. You know, you can do a lot. And I can spend builders, which I didn't even know. That's more than helpful now. Okay, so apparently this is actually a really cool place, and I should found here. So it is. You give them a lot more flexibility in that way, which is great. Oh, I still want to buy fucking tiles, and I keep forgetting. Anyways, oh, Gilgamesh can be the Gardens. Same area of the world, I guess. Alright, that's what we're looking at. That'll be taken care of. Anyways, yeah, it's this guy definitely uses Torment though, I gotta say, because we're out in the boonies. So I think the Civ formula still needs some work. Now, my greatest problem with this game is, oh my god, I didn't find this earlier. Jesus Christ. This is like the world's greatest settling location. Look at all this shit. Sugar. Well, it's not the world. It would be cool, anyways. Alright, so I got a route to all my cities, I think. Let's go with New Orleans. That's like a really good boost. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna build one, don't worry. Now that I have actually a sea empire. Or a larger empire. It's a great building. Do I want another? I'm build that actually. So yes, I think in a lot of ways this game is like the best Civ game that's ever been released. Civ 4 was great, but the AI is my biggest problem with this game. It's atrocious. The AI is awful. And I think, and honestly, I'm not going to blame it on Civ because I know a little bit of computer science, and there are so many problems with creating complex AIs, especially in a game like this where it's all important to plan ahead. You like absolutely need to plan ahead, and if you don't, you're fucked. And the AI has so many problems with planning ahead. And so, oh thanks. So the AI, I've seen things like I was playing a normal difficulty game, and I had tanks. Oh, 1 second. Is that good? Cool. 1 second. Yeah, so when I was in normal difficulty, France, you know, were in a really shitty position, and I was leading. I was Japan, and they literally had about 40 archers and nothing else, like no upgrades or anything, and they kept building archers. And I think the AI was like, okay, this one. I think the AI had figured out that. Ooh, yes. Had figured out that I was way too strong, and therefore they needed archers in order to defend themselves against me. But it didn't make any sense whatsoever because, oh my god, I'm just discovering all this shit. It didn't make any sense whatsoever because I was, let's see, what can I brush? Oh, I need brushes. Ooh, okay. Because I had like never done anything to France, and like one of the problems with the AI stuff, like that, it is the company's fault, is that it's it is ready to dislike you way too easily, and it's like the worst. Oh my god, is anyone else seeing this? Am I crazy? Sweet. Oh, and I have 8 points. Hello, hello, friend. That's right. And I get all this juicy resources. Okay. Or will not like that. But at some point, it was like, dude, France, there should be a thing in the AI that breaks it and says, like, we need to work on builders or something. Because they clearly had production. And on the higher difficulty levels, there's no change in the AI behavior. I think it pretty much is the exact same thing regardless of what actually happens in the game. I think it just gets these insane stat boosts. And for me, that's a problem. And I know internally, like, it's very hard to make a slightly dumb AI and then a super dumb AI. Ooh. Right. Now what yield does that make? Culture. Well, I won't be able to settle that. But still. Oh my god, this is the greatest location on Earth. We're Russian settlers, boys. So, I just think that, like, fundamentally, this game might be a little bit flawed in that, like, we need to advance computer science, which is not a realistic thing to ask. Like, hey, your game sucks. Like, figure out the hardest questions of math right now. But I think strategy games will come to are coming to a point where it doesn't matter what you do. Like, you can make the game look better. You can add more features. You can add different ways to do things. But I want a bigger challenge, and I want a different challenge. I want, like, an AI that thinks differently. You know, I want an AI that, frankly, oh wait, send it to here. I want an AI that changes the way I think about things. I want something to really to challenge me a little bit more, not just in terms of, like, getting harder, but just different ways of achieving its objectives. And I think the AI liking you a little bit more would be a good way to achieve this, just because it's way too easy for it to, right now, it's way too easy for it to just spam, it's I don't know what I'm saying, but my overall assessment is the game is great. I think as a Civ game, it gets like a 7 because the graphics, there's still some problems with AI that are the developer's fault, and just generally, it's like it's not perfect. This game will get better, and that's good. But I can't say it's a perfect game because it's not. I think also this is another problem with Civ I have. It takes way too fucking long to wage war. I hate that. I think it's like it can take 20 turns to get your shit across the map. And I understand that's like a very cool thing strategically, but alright, you already don't like me. It's a very cool thing strategically. I didn't attack anyone! What the fuck are you talking about? This game is lame. So clearly there are also still problems. I literally have not gone to war with anyone on the continent. It's a little baffling to me. Oh wait, no. You know what? I'm about to get that anyway. No, I want that. We're gonna keep spamming builders, I guess. I guess I made my point. This game is great. It's great. It's not just good. It's great. It really is. And it's not perfect. and I don't think it can be perfect until certain things are resolved. And I would like to see something. I actually do have one more problem. I would like to see something fundamentally you've never seen before from Civ, and I don't know what it is. See, I'm not a developer, and it's not a very fair thing to ask, but I just gotta say, you know, I think it's more of the very good same, but it is more of the same, and in that respect, there are problems to fix. And I hope this was a good review. I don't know. And I'm going to actually log off so I go to work. And I would recommend it to people. I would tell to recommend it to people. Okay, also, one last thing. The multiplayer is still like very weird. Like, it's hard to say. You can only autosave games, and you have to like the way you can invite people in is weird. You just compliment culture like 3 turns ago. Whatever. So that is. So yeah, that is my review. I say, as a Civ game, 7, because I think there's a lot more it could grow, and it's going to grow. But I think they're headed in the right direction. And as a game overall, I'd say 8 or 9. It's a very good game. If you've never played Civilization, and you like strategy games, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's a lot like Risk, but it's infinitely more complicated. And I think it still has an edge over although I prefer the Paradox games like Hearts of Iron and Victoria, because it is a lot more strategy and a lot less game in the system. And those games require more skill, Paradox. But, you know, they've got their own problems. It's a great fucking strategy game. And I can't take away from that. Alright, I hope that was informative and helpful. I doubt it, but yeah, I hope it was. Oops. Misclicked. Oh my god, this is the greatest place in the world. So yes, anyways, I'll see you guys later, and you have a wonderful night, because I will not be on here.